Con todo, imagino que debe ser difícil para ti ahora, pero te han nombrado como el jugador del partido. Si podrías nombrar a alguien que te ayude a llegar hasta el túnel y dar esa actuación que acabas de dar, sobre todo ese tiro libre, ¿quién sería y cuál sería el mensaje para esa persona?
Bueno, agradecerle a mi familia, a mis compañeros más que nada. Sin ellos yo
Mexico, a football nation with over 130 million people, a league with money, passion, and history, yet where are the results? Why does the 15th largest country in the world, obsessed with football, never show up on the world stage? Why does the giant of CONCACAF always shrinks when it matters most? Here's the brutal truth of why Mexico don't have a World Cup yet, despite other countries with a slightly smaller population and landmass like Uruguay and Spain does have it. And it's not pretty. Every 4 years, it's the same cycle. Mexico dominates CONCACAF, beat up Panama, crushes El Salvador, and wins flashy, overhyped friendlies against the US to get hype. As their media says, this is our year, then crash at the round of 16 again and again and again. Mexico's dominance is a mirage. It's built on weak competition, inflated hype, and zero global accountability. Liga Mexico is one of the richest leagues in the Americas, yet it's one of the most short-sighted and protectionist. There's no promotion nor relegation anymore. Foreign players clog up the developmental pathways, and owners care about profit more than progress. Clubs don't build in Mexico. They buy, then recycle, then repeat. Coaching a revolving door. Development outsourced by old talents from Europe, and long-term planning almost non-existent. On average, the average tenure in the Liga MX is almost 6 months before they become replaced by another coach. Mexico has elite raw talent. Just look at the U17 World Cups in 2005 and 2011. Champions. But where are those stars now? Mostly fizzled because the system had failed them. Mexico isn't lacking talents. You can go to any part of Mexico to find kids who can play a ball, and as well as their counterparts in Brazil or Argentina. However, what happens to them? If you're not born into the right family or don't know the right coach, your chances of making it into a superstar is close to zero. Scouting at grassroots is virtually non-existent in Mexico. Clubs don't invest nationwide into youth programs. They just wait for talent to show up at their door. You might think you'll get through, but try paying $500 to get a trial. Mexican football is infested with coyotes who exploit poor families by promising their kids a shot of big time. Many youth players are dropped for not because of a lack of skill, it's because they don't fit in politically. If your agent isn't connected to the right federation insider, instead of building them up, the system buries them and agents over coaches. Clubs sell them too late. Liga Mexico only prioritizes short-term wins over youth term development, which means long-term wins. So if there's no clear path to Europe, no trust in youth, and no culture of growth, it's just wasted potential. Mexican players rarely make it to Europe. Why? Because they leave too late, if not at all. Liga Mexico overprices them. 10 million euros for a 21-year-old with no European experience. No thanks. Mexican players dream of Europe, but when they finally get there, it's too late. Mexico's football federation is a disaster. Incompetent, greedy, and no vision. Constantly under managerial changes and zero football identity. Their identity is fully of greed and money. You can't build an elite football system with a broken federation. It makes no sense. And the FMF is broken. No structure, no long-term vision, constant reshuffling, incompetence wrapped in bureaucracy. Every 4 years, they hit the same panic button, hire a new coach, make vague promises, radical change, they said after the 2022 World Cup disaster. The 2022 World Cup was marked by their failure to get out of the group stages, the first time in 44 years. The federation promised radical change, but what change? Almost nothing. The same politics, the same cronies, and the same cowardice. Meanwhile, they cancelled Youth 20 League, banned promotion and relegation, crippled the second division. It's like they're actively trying to kill development right now.
Aprender lo más que se pueda de esta lección que nos está dando el fútbol y que esto sirva para construir lo que necesitemos construir al futuro. Digo, a todos se nos va a bajar la calentura del partido en algún momento, y ahí es cuando tendremos que ser muy inteligentes.
Football has evolved. Nations with half of the resources of Mexico are climbing. Countries like Morocco, Japan, Colombia, and the USA has catched up to Mexico when it comes to football. They are investing, modernizing, and climbing. Meanwhile, El Tri is stuck in the past. What about Mexico? Still clinging on to old heroes, still stuck in the nostalgic glory of 2005 or 2012. Still hoping that El Tri can just magically wake up. Mexico isn't a small football nation, it's a giant. It's a sleeping one, in fact. But if this continues, if the system isn't rebuilt from the ground up, that the giant will rot while the rest of the world will pass by. Until Mexico faces hard truths, from its league to its leadership to its youth system, it would only be nearly a boy in the world of football. Loud and proud but empty-handed.